What can I say? You make a YouTube video, you watch the first play of the Denver Broncos game against the New England Patriots, and it's Wildcat. Although they called it the Wild Horse, it was still a formation of the Wildcat. Now, they kept Orton on the field. I still think that's a decent play. In fact, when you keep Orton on the field, they were able to bring him in for a passing play, and he was perfect when they ran the Wild Horse on a passing formation, as far as completions were concerned, 100%. So that was very, very positive to see. Now, in that game, there was a lot of execution that was missed, and the win still came through, especially when you look at the fourth quarter and the defense being forced to stop them on 3 times on one drive because of fourth down punting penalties on 2 occasions. That's very difficult. That's what made the victory so much better, because it was a 98-yard drive, not because of the defense, but because of the special teams making penalties. But you make a video and they run the Wildcat. The announcer said that they just started running it at practice, so obviously Mr. McDaniel's seen something in my video to spark it, or the timing or the coincidence factors there. Either way, it's awesome, because I would love to see the Wildcat offense win the Super Bowl. That's pretty much what I'm cheering for. And I like the Broncos. I've been a fan since Elway was in his 6th or 5th year. And I would like to see them win it. But I like to see the Broncos use that system because of the players they have on the team. And the Miami Dolphins ran it on Monday night against the New York Jets, which was an amazing game, especially because of fantasy. I had Thomas Jones against Henny with a 4-point lead going into the game, and Thomas Jones gets 2 cheesy touchdowns at the end in a losing cause against the Dolphins. I mean, how perfect is that? How perfect would that be? And nonetheless, you've seen the Dolphins use a lot of Wildcat offensive formations, and that worked really, really well. Ronnie Brown had a lot of yards, 5, 6, 7 yards on many different carries. He was able to throw the ball on one play. I was saying in that video that if you're seeing a lot of major fronts, you want to have some passing plays ready. That would be one particular one. Now, going back to the Broncos, looking at their offense, you got Brandon Marshall, who's just a mammoth of a receiver as far as physical attributes are concerned, so his blocking abilities are very good. That's why I like to see Denver run more and more of that system, because I think it is very, very, what's the word? I was going to say profitable, but that's like investing. Probable as far as risk-reward is concerned. Now, I've been playing a lot of Madden. This is the newest game that I got, Madden 2007, which is 3 years old. I just haven't found it feasible to buy a new system. Plus, I was really frustrating buying the last new games, 06 and 07, and seeing very little changes. So I pretty much stopped buying them. And I've never ever ran a Wildcat offense, at least no variances of it, in a long time. I mainly run systems with a good scrambling quarterback, a tight end who's fast, who can block, who can catch. I like to have jumbo backfields. A fullback is very important. Multiple running backs is important. And the offensive line is important. And I don't put much importance on wide receiver, although I like one receiver who can run. But I don't put much emphasis on the wide receiver position. Now, the Wildcat that I did run, I think was Madden 05 or 04. It was the year Michael Vick was on the cover. And what I noticed when I was playing around with the formations is I could put a wide receiver at quarterback. So I thought, okay, well, obviously they're not going to throw, but they should be able to get some good running lanes. Tried it out, found some good plays that could maybe have a 1-2 step drop, and then maybe you look to the right-hand side for a run, left-hand side, or try to break the tackles through the middle. Worked very well. Tried it against the AI, it worked pretty well. So I thought, okay, if I could play this game online, which I did at the time, every so often I'll play a team, like at the time Minnesota, and have Randy Moss as a wide receiver in a quarterback position. And I'm playing against other humans who were not expecting it, and I had very good success. I think I rushed an average of like 8-9 yards a carry when I would run that play. But they took that play completely out. There's no way I can put a running back or a wide receiver at that quarterback position. I used to in that game, not able to anymore. I do see with Madden 10 that you can play the Wildcat. But even then, I mean, I'm not that good at video games, but there's some that I am, and this would be one being Madden 07, because I'm able to understand a playbook. And what I'm going to do with some of these videos is go through some playbook strategies. This one is one of my older favorite plays, as they took it off the game again. It was in the halfback pass option. What we're seeing here is the Pittsburgh Steelers team, and I got 6 offensive line. You see right tackle Colin and right tackle Foster. What I like is 6 offensive line, and you run one of them as a tight end. You also have a tight end on the other side, putting 7 men on the line of scrimmage there, making it very hard for a 3-4 defense to be able to do too much. It's very tough for a 3-4 defense, in my opinion. And it really hides the blitz coverage. And as a quarterback, you are able to make blocking assignments very nice. However, nonetheless, you see 2 wide receivers to the left-hand side. You got Holmes and Ward on the left-hand side. And the play that I'd be doing throughout the game would be sweeps and counters by the running backs, whether it be Mendenhall or Parker. It really doesn't matter. You try to run that play a few times during the game, and then boom, here is going to be the trick play. Every single time that you run, you'd have Big Ben bootleg to the opposite side. If you notice that there is no coverage during the run with Ben Roethlisberger on the misdirection side, then what you do is you run a halfback option pass to the quarterback right around here in the flat, and this can be good for big gains, especially when you have quarterbacks that can run.